I'm going to take a look at equation of a circle and complete in the square. So go ahead and make the final tab. And again, pause the video and copy this down.
Never thought I'd get to open up full of craze. Traveling from the Gulf up through the States. Had a dream of rocking the mic and Flavor Fest. Shout out the crossover, yeah, I'm feeling blessed.
Alright, so we're going to identify the center and the radius. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the number to the other side. So that's the number to the other side. And group the x's and y's. So x squared, cross it out that you've used it, minus 2x together, leave a space. Then group the y's, y squared plus 28y. And then leave a space, equals, and take positive 81 to the other side becomes negative 81. So number to the other side and group the x and y's. Then complete the square. So remember, to complete the square, you take half of it, square it. And then you do it to both sides. So take half of 28. So that's going to be plus 14. Square it. And put the number right next to the 28y, which is going to be 196. And then because I added 196 there, I have to add 196 to the other side. Equals, and now combine what's on the other side. And really, this whole green thing becomes that green parentheses. And I'm going to prove that to you. This blue part becomes the blue parentheses. So you have x minus 1 squared is x minus 1 times x minus 1. X times x, x squared, minus x, and then positive 1. Combine like terms, x squared minus 2x plus 1. And you can see that's the green line. The green line is the parentheses. So now all that's left is to do negative 181 plus 1 plus 196, which is 16. So I've completed the square. Now look, that's an equation of a circle, and we know how to find the center from that, right? So number 3, rewrite it using the formula of a circle. This is a listening check. Color this whole sentence that I'm writing at the moment. So we need to make it look exactly like this. So I need to say x minus then h. So x minus 1 squared, that one's okay. Plus, then I need y minus k, but I have a plus. So I have to say negative 14, and then I have to write the square root, which is 4 squared. Then it goes x minus circle, y minus circle. That's your center. So the center is 1 and negative 14. What's in your circle? And your radius is 4. So once you're given the equation, you can find the center and the radius. So first thing to do is to group the x and y's and take the number to the other side. So put the x's together, leave a space. Put the y's together, leave a space. Take the number to the other side, it's going to be negative 164. Then what you do is you do the x's, completing the square. So we're going to divide, so it's going to be x, and then divide 20 divided by 2, which is 10, so x plus 10. Square that, put the number next to it, and do it to the other side. Plus y, half of 20 is 10, square that, put it next to it, and then add it on the other side. Because if you change something on one side, you have to change it on the other side. Equals, and now put all of that in the calculator. This is a listening check. Color in the zeros in both 100s. 36. Now we have to rewrite this as a center, so it has to be x minus, but because it's positive, we have to say x minus minus, because two negatives make a positive. Y minus minus, two negatives make a positive. And then square root of 36 is 6, 6 squared will give me that. So it goes x minus circle, y minus circle. That's my center. So the center is negative 10, 10, negative 10, negative 10, and my radius is 6. Okay, so it looks complicated, but it's really not. Okay, so group the x's together. Just cross them out as you group them so that you make sure you got everything. Now there's no other x, so I'm going to put negative 0x because I need both. Group the y's together, take the number to the other side. Negative 36 is going to become positive 36. Then do x minus, half of 0 is 0. Squared is also 0. Add 0. Y minus negative 8 times squared is positive 64. Add 64 to the other side. Combine all of that in a calculator, that's 100. Then we have to make it look like the equation of a formula of the circle. So it's now first one is okay because it's x minus. Second one's also okay because it's y minus. And then the radius squared is 10 squared. So my center is going to be x minus circle, y minus circle. So my center is what's in the circle, 0, 8, and my radius is 10. This is a listening check. Color in the 0 in 120. So we're doing the same thing over and over and over again. So again, group the x's together, cross them out as you do it. Leave a space, group the y's together, cross them out as you do it. Take the negative 120 to the other side, becomes positive 120. Let's actually complete the square. So you take half of negative 2, it's going to be negative 1. Square it, it's going to be positive 1. Add it to both sides. Y, and then half of 24 is positive 12. Square it, add it to both sides. And then that's going to be just put in the calculator 120 plus 1 plus 144. Because remember, the green becomes that green. That blue all becomes that blue. That's what happens. And I showed you that in example 1. So 265. Now we got to make it look like the equation of a circle so I can see my center, right? So it's supposed to look at x minus, and it does, so that one's cool. This one's supposed to be y minus, so I gotta put the 2 negatives. And this is square root of 265 squared. Then it goes x minus circle, y minus circle. So my center is what's in the circle, which is 1, negative 12, and my radius is the square root of 265. Now, the square root of 265, I can simplify that. I want to check, so I'm going to divide by 5. And nothing goes into 53, so there are no books, so the square root of 265 is fine. Let's look at one final example. Only this time it's not going to be complete the squares. Just find the equation of a circle with the center. Now, remember, the equation of a circle is that. So all you have to do is put the center in there, right? So, and I need the radius. But I don't have the radius, I have an area. But what's the area of a circle? Let me go back and look. The area of any circle is pi r squared. And check circle example 5. So area is pi r squared. They tell me the area is 25 pi. So A is 25 pi. And then bring everything else down. What can I do? Divide both sides by pi, because I'm trying to get r on its own. So I'm going to get r squared is 25. Take the square root of both sides. So I'm going to get r is 5. So the radius is 5. Now I have my center and my radius. I can just plug it into the equation. And then I'll find the equation of a circle. So x minus h, y minus k. Which h is 1 and k is negative 12. So let's simplify that. First one's okay. Second one, the 2 negatives are going to make a positive. And then 5 squared is 25. Okay, so it depends on what the question is. But just write down the information. For anything circles, I need center and radius. Let's practice.